Welcome, welcome, everyone. And there's the notification.
You're the only thing holding that front wall up, right there. No, this one's mine. Who's the architect then? Yeah. I don't even think it was. I think it was for your company. Oh. What? Give me the tab. That's a lot at the time. That was Friday night too.
All right, and welcome everybody. See some people starting to fill in here. For those of you who have joined us, how are you guys doing today? Love to see some of you guys in chat just start to talk. I'll be here all night trying to answer some of your questions if you guys have any. I've got chat pulled up right here beside me, so if you have a question, ask away. And also, for those of you with us right now, I'll go through the list of the fighters that we have right now. So currently we have 9 fighters right now. We've got a bracket system going with a bye to account for that 9th fighter. So for the first fight, we have Chuck Goodwin and Ken Fox. Second fight, we have Chuck Vallis and Michael Lewich. Third fight, Michael Johnson and Brian Cabot. Fourth fight, Vince Sabatino and Brandon Ross. And then we have Gavin Houle on the bye. So we've got a really good mix of experienced and non-experienced fighters. Some of them, this is even their first time in armor, and better yet, their first time fighting. So we've got a really good mix of fighters all around tonight. But with all that said, we're just going to be waiting for Jay to give us the initial kind of speech that he does every single time here. And then once that happens, right after that, we can get to the fights. I see that we have some more people filing in here. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Are there t-shirts in larger sizes? Which t-shirts were you talking about there, PMZ? Or PMS, my bad. Thank you for the follow, Johnny M. Okay. I could project. I'm not sure what our size run is right now, but I would believe that we wear like anywhere from small to XL is probably a safe bet. Oh, this is gonna be awesome, Duddy. we've got a pretty good lineup actually. A lot of difference in experience, a lot of different fighters. We're really excited for tonight. And also, just to let you guys know, we are going to have a second longsword tournament, and that's only going to be in a few weeks. That's going to take place on May 4th. So I definitely say you guys should go check that out if you guys like what you're going to see tonight. We've got a lot more plans to have a lot more frequent events as well. Love to bring you guys some more content, so in the soon-to-be future, there'll be a lot more content to go around. You guys can see a lot more fights here. Oh yeah.
Relax in one row.
Chuck's actually going to be in the first fight. Excited to see how he I can't speak English. How he does. I know this is his first time in armor and his first time fighting. And that's exactly what I mean by the difference in experience. We got a lot of different fighters, anywhere from their first time fighting to 27 years in armor. You get used to it.
Does everyone see what I have in my hand?
Longsword.
What is this? Longsword. So we're going to be doing longsword tonight. Is that real?
Yes.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So the fighters tonight are going to be doing one of our skills duels type things that we do called longsword. Longsword is based, or how it works in competition, is point based. If a fighter strikes the other fighter with a sufficient blow, it gets counted. That blow can be edge on at all times. You can get a point for striking with the pommel, but you can only get that point if you have both hands on the weapon. You only get a point if you have both hands on the weapon this way as well. You can hit the guy 20 times. It doesn't count unless both hands are on the weapon. Okay? Everyone understand that? Yeah. All right, takedowns are worth a point. Disarms are worth a point. All right, everyone understand that? The rounds are 60 seconds long. There are 3 of them. The fighter who wins the best of 3 rounds wins the match. We have 9 fighters competing today. Those 9 fighters are going to fight double elimination.
There's the crowd.
Get the first two fighters out here.
All right.
The first two fighters, Chuck Goodwin, Ken Fox.
All right, so we got the crowd's favorite Chuck coming out. I see a lot of people in chat actually a fan of him.
Out the outside. Yep. This is one counter. Yep.
So for anyone tuning in right now, we've got Chuck Goodwin versus Ken Fox. Chuck Goodwin, this is going to be his first time in armor and his first time fighting. And Ken Fox has been in the league for 2.5 years fighting.
Just for timing, this should be about 2 to 2.5 hours. All right, there are 16 matches that are supposed to occur.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm loving all the support for Chuck. There's the man himself. Alright, so we have Chuck on the far side. You can identify him with a little bit of red painting on his helmet. We've got Ken on our close side. What is this? That is a good question. Welcome to the Longsword Tournament.
You and you are counting blows that land on Ken. Clear your counters, make sure they're at 0. Timekeeper, are you ready? I'm ready. Fighters, are you ready? Ready. Remember, no strikes behind the knees, no strikes to the groin, no strikes to the neck. No stabbing. Got it? Fight!
And with that, we're off. Some nice aggression from Chuck coming out here right at the front. Connecting a lot of his blows. Ooh. Absolutely loving the early aggression out here from Chuck.
Tape, cloth tape.
Oh, here. Maybe here.
You guys are actually watching the Longsword Tournament. Here we have two of our knights fully equipped in real armor with real weapons, although blunted. And here we're going to have a tournament for the best longswordmanship. It is pretty neat.
Fighters come to the center.
Oh, thank you for the Obala Ouroboros.
And fight!
These armor kits, it would really depend on the kit itself, but you're looking at anywhere between, like, I'd say 60 and 80 pounds of armor. Yeah, maybe a little bit off, but I do believe that's the given range. Yep, thank you for the follow. LZ. And you can start to see some of the wear that extended use of this does. And you can see the absolute aggression coming out from Chuck. This may be his first fight, but he is no pushover. Yeah, this is pretty much as close to it as you can get. I mean, there's no stabs because obviously we don't want any of the fighters hurting each other. These are still blunted weapons, but you still don't want to do that stabbing motion with it. So we only really allow, you know, blunt strikes, and that's pretty much it, just for the safety of fighters.
All right, so who were you counting? And you were counting? And now we're going to swap them for round 3. You are going to now count Chuck. You are now going to count Chuck. You are now going to count Ken. You're now going to count Ken. Got it? Time? Fight!
Absolutely a fan of Chuck's good use of aggression and defense. As you saw earlier, he would just unload a flurry of blows unblocked, but can also block a shot if needed. That's something I'm really excited to see, especially with this being his first fight. Thank you guys for the follow, Maudet and Amethyst. And there it is again. We're seeing it time and time again. All these little quick flurries of blows that Chuck's able to put out unanswered. And that's into the end of round 3.
Come to the center.
And Valley, thank you for the follow.
The winner in 3 rounds. Chuck.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with Chuck's work out there. He had really good offense, really good defense. He wasn't slowing down a single bit throughout the entire fight. This was one hell of a debut for him. Although I am interested to see how that endurance stands for a couple more fights.
Chuck Ballas, Mike Lewis.
Oh, I'll actually tell you right now. Do have a command for that. So there's a little bit of a wall of text there, but I believe we've been doing it full time since a few years now, at least.
What are counters counting?
Counters, are you ready?
I'd like to say 2014, 2015,
And
somewhere
you
around there.
are counting blows that land on Chuck. You and you are counting blows that land on Mike. Got it?
Yes.
Fight!
Kick his ass! Come on, Mike!
And you can hear just the power just behind some of these blows. Almost overpowering myself. I can't even hear myself talk over some of these swings. It's such a different feel, just especially from my first fight.
Come on! Take it down, take it down!
All right, 10 seconds in the first round.
Come on, Mike!
It's constant. And Vandervoor, thank you for the follow. Man, couldn't even talk over some of those hits over there. But you can definitely see both these people are invested in winning this.
You can do it, Hobbit! That's what she said.
Round one, Mike Lewis.
Kick his ass!
We wait 60 seconds between rounds, so.
Feel free to count slowly. The suspense is killing me. During that 60 seconds, we did Show what
And if you guys
that
have any
sword
questions, some downtown like this is definitely the best time to shoot some over. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. I've got chat pulled up, so fire away.
Kick his ass, Chuck.
Fighters, you ready? Come to the center.
Come on, Mike.
And with that said, we're going to get into the start of the second round.
Let's go, guys. Push it. Push it.
Nothing but straight aggression coming from both sides.
Come on, Chuck. You can do better than that.
Ooh, nice use of Chuck grabbing Michael's weapon, pushing him back against the wall.
1, 2, 3, break.
And they're going to break it up here.
Swing hard.
Yeah, sorry about the camera shake. Something that we really can do about it right now. But we are in the process of getting fixed cameras at the moment. Oh, thank you, Wolf.
Wind it up.
I think we've only been doing it really full time though for a few years. I know it's been around a lot longer, but. And also, Ab, thank you for the follow. Nice little punch there at the end.
Come on, Chuck. Make this count. Play him out. Go with that head first.
Oh, just saw the question for who is Michael Johnson fighting. Michael Johnson is fighting Brian Cabot.
Bring it in.
I have no idea what the point scores would be. The only people who would know that would be the point counters themselves.
Five up, Brett. Chuck, you cost me 5 bucks.
Hello, everyone at home.
God, Jay introducing himself to the camera.
How's everyone doing?
Thank you for the follow, Fox.
Starting to get what this is all about?
I want to see a battle royale.
June 1st. Tickets will go on sale for June 1st this weekend.
And Philly, thank you for the follow.
June 1st is the season opener from Chapter Wars. We have the New York Sentinels coming here to fight the Montreal Mastiffs. And we have the Nashua Nightmares fighting the New Haven Highlanders.
All right.
Tuesday, June 1. There is.
Pectoral. The best way I can describe this for you is we have people in full suits of, like, pretty much authentic armor with blunted weapons, in this case specifically a longsword, and we're doing a tournament based on the amount of contact hits that we get. So for the camera being so shaky, one second. Yeah, apologies for the camera. It's in a place right now that's really susceptible to like the crowd's energy, so any huge movement by them is going to shake the camera a bit, as you can see.
You can do it!
The next match that we're going to have, we do have the second part of the longsword tournament, or a second longsword tournament that's going to take place on the 4th of May, so just a couple of weeks.
That is not his gauntlet. These are these
We are planning though on getting a more fixed camera though. That is on the way.
Everyone understand? Yep. All right. Jack. Doc. Blows it, land on Mike. Caitlin. Sean. Blows it, land on Brian. Fighters, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Fans at home, are you ready? Go, Mike!
Oh yeah.
Mike!
His ass! Come on, Mike, show him! Come on, Mike! Offense, buddy, offense! Come on! Mike, don't step back!
I mean, blood isn't out of the question with some of these fighting.
Is that what you would do? No!
Some people definitely do retain some injuries from this. But anyway, we're seeing really quick. You'll see this, I think, with some of the more experienced fighters. Just these quick flurries of them engaging, then taking their step back so they can actually recuperate.
Head up! Come on, Mike! Get up! Be aggressive, pal! Strike first! It's a long
But
sword!
overall, great contact from Michael Johnson.
Go your side.
Good job, Mike. You're all right. Come on, Mike. Eye of the tiger. I got chicken wire protecting me. Come on, Mike. I want to see a dent in those legs.
Round one.
So the point system is working off of how many, the counters are counting how many hits the person takes instead of how many they deal out. So we've got a counter on both sides counting how many that the person in question gets hit, and then whoever has the least amount of hits on them or more hits on the other person is declared the victor. And it's a best out of 3.
Come on, bro.
Fighters.
Yeah, actually, let's see who's in the horde.
Fight!
Let's see chat blow up who's in the horde.
Head up, head up! Head up! Go! Come on, Mike! Be the aggressor, pal!
Just waiting for that moment of action.
There you go, Mike! Do it! Come on, kick his ass! Come on, Mike, strike first! There you go!
Go your sides. Go your sides.
Definitely were some really close hits in there.
Atta boy, Mike.
Come to the center.
the video drop? Can somebody else confirm Modex?
You're my boy, Blue! Yeah, Blue.
How was that match?
You guys still seeing the video all right?
I want more.
More's coming.
It's more coming.
All right, thank you.
Just want to say hi to chat.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're working on the whole camera situation. At the moment, we're kind of just having a really temporary setup. It's really susceptible to the people behind me in the audience. So whenever they get fired up, you're going to see the camera like you see moving around a bit. It won't take long for us to get a fixed camera. It's on the way. Yeah, I'm aware. It's not optimal by any stretch of the imagination. I apologize for it. I don't see any yet, Musk. As far as I can tell, not yet.
That was so good. What are you doing? How about over here? Who wants to do this over here?
Let's do it! All night long!
So, Ham, we're based in Nashua, New Hampshire, although we have... One second.
Show 'em your endurance.
The camera's not on a gimbal. It's just the positioning of the camera is very susceptible to movement.
I like your armor. Shorty's gonna win.
But we do have chapters all throughout the country. If you want to look, actually, right below the video, there should be a chapter, the chapter map, and that actually is a Google Maps overlay that you can see and just figure out like where a chapter is near you.
Come on, dude, we need names so we can root for them.
Need what?
Need names so we can root for them.
Brandon and Vince.
Thank you.
There you go.
Come on, Vince! Come on, Brandon! Brandon!
Trust me, guys, I do want to get the camera situation fixed. All I can ask of you is to just please deal with the temporary drawback of it.
Round one, fight!
Go in swinging! Strike first, Brandon! Strike first! There we go! Come on, Vince! Put it in there! Come on! Hit him again! Yeah! Come on, Vince! Get him in the chest!
Nice combo stroke. Nice combo stroke in the brain right there.
Come on! 10 seconds. Dragon kick. Come on,
Yes, this is real. What you are seeing is real. They're in real sets of armor. They're using real metal weapons. They're only blunted. And you can see just the exhaustion from both of them.
How do you get water through those things?
And Turkey, thank you for the follow.
Brandon takes round one.
Come on, Vince, you got it.
Sully, also thank you for the follow.
Hit him with
There's nothing I can do about the camera shaking. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, hit him in the shoulder.
There's honestly nothing I can do about the camera shake. It's just in a very susceptible place for the crowd's activity to kind of cause it to move. We're trying to get a fixed camera location. It's just at the moment it won't happen. Probably not to the next event. But oh my God, yeah, you can just see it there. I do apologize for it though. Bolby, thank you for the follow.
Come on, Vince! Strike first, Vince! Strike first! Take him out! Take him out! He put his guard down! Hit him! Go, Brady, go! Come on, Vince! Come on, Vince!
Nice connection from there from Brandon. Oh, thank you, Wolf.
Come on, Brady, ring the bell! Go get it, Vince! Do it again! Come on, Vince! Shut him up!
Frenzy, thank you for the follow. I do not allowed to sharpen the weapons. They're supposed to be blunted for a reason. That's for the safety of our fighters.
Come on, Vince, it's not
So
protected,
sharp
down
edges on
low.
weapons like swords and stuff like that are not allowed.
Come to the center. In 2 rounds, Brandon Ross.
My man, Brandon! That's all right, Vince, we still love you! We love you, Lord Hellman!
That was the first
Wolf's got a point.
round of the tournament.
Lady Sinful, thank you for the follow.
You got 5 minutes, folks. So if you'd like to visit concession, time. If you'd like to go to the restroom, it's on the 3rd floor right off the elevator. How's everyone doing?
Get me more!
Jay Hola, thank you for the follow as well. Switch over here.
I don't even need a coffee.
Oh man, shot is going through that. That is not what I wanted. 1 second. Fix that real quick. There definitely are injuries that can be sustained from this. I do know one of the last events I was here, we did have somebody who did actually cut open his nose. Mangler, actually. For anyone familiar. But I've also seen cases of people getting concussions and other, other injuries like that. And Markov, welcome. This is the longsword tournament that we're hosting. Got a handful of fighters here, all within authentic armor and weapons, specifically long swords, and they're all duking out so you can be the best long swordman. Yeah, I can change that for you. Yeah, of course. Oh. Yeah, actually, Musk, if you do exclamation point ACL, I'll actually bring up that entire little blurb. The prequel to Babel. Yeah, no, I'll definitely change the size of the alert so that it can get out of your way. I didn't even think about that, so thank you for pointing that out. Lord of Vegas, thank you for the follow.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's a 5-minute break between this because we just finished up this round of the fights.
So far.
So next we have, oh actually, one mistake.
Hi, I'm
It's not Chuck Vallis, it's Chuck Goodwin versus Gavin, who was on a bye.
And there's another one.
Red, thank you for the follow. So we will get back to the fight in just a few minutes. I have it set to 10 just in case we have a little bit of delay.
I'm M8.
Although, how are you all in chat doing tonight?
Gaelic? Right?
Yeah, one of them. From the Scottish and Irish Gaelic. Close reasons.
Also take this moment to shout out our sponsor,
It's easier
which we have
to
Artisan Dice. If you're anything like some of the people up here at the Nice Hall, we've got a bunch of nerds here that play in D&D, especially myself. So if you want some really high quality and nice dice, I'd definitely go say check Artisan Dice out.
I want to see that. That's why we get Logan involved. Logan's tall and lanky, Brad. I mean, Rob is. I guess we'll see about that.
So the buy round, we had to do it because there was 9 fighters.
That's what Brad was reaching out to. So you can come here, get your ability to drink it. It's only 6:10. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the rounds, how many rounds they have. I have it set so that there's 2 digits there because when it comes to terms of chapter wars and stuff like that, it's first to 11. So that's the reasoning behind that. Let's see what that other question was. And how often are these tournaments? We're actually going to have a lot more of these tournaments. We're planning, I think, on 1 a month at the current moment. So we'll have one in a few weeks from now. It'll be on May 4th. That's going to be another long sword tournament. So I definitely say if you're liking what you see here, definitely check us out in a few weeks. We'll have another one going up. Sir Perk, thank you for the follow. And Maykola, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. I'll definitely be looking forward to see you guys there. Ham, thank you for the follow. Hopefully I can get this camera situation fixed by then. I definitely want to get that camera fixed. It's on my priority list, so I'll try to get that done for you guys. With that being said, we have Chuck's official second fight versus Gavin. So winner is determined by 2 count keepers that we have, or scorekeepers. They're tracking basically how many hits they sustain throughout the fight, and then it's based off of best of 3. So if you take the least amount of hits and give the most, you basically win that round. That said, switch over. No problem.
Come on, Chucky, get him!
Thank you for the follow, Powerful.
Get him in the everything! There you go!
Absolutely love the aggression from Chuck here. He definitely surprised me earlier tonight with his first fight. Although I'd love to see him putting up some more blocks. He is leaving himself sometimes to get hit.
Big leg to yours! Strike first, pal! Strike first! Stop hugging!
Yeah, the refs definitely can be in a spot where weapons are flying.
No hugging this round.
Round 1, shoot!
Shooper, thank you for the follow.
Last round he takes. Let's go.
So those swords are not sharp, they're actually blunted.
on, tell me what you want.
And basically, the rules for them to get a proper hit on this is they want to get a edge hit. They don't want to get that flat side of the sword. That won't count as an actual point. So they want to hit with that, what would be sharp side.
Earn those strikes.
No, you wouldn't be able to unless you have like the power of 1,000 men. But they are steel, yes. They're just dull, just to protect our fighters. I mean, you're not wrong, Sully.
Gavin, if the head ain't there, off the waist! Yeah, it's all punch
Whip Monk, thank you for the follow.
Come on, let's start
CR Morgan, thank you for the follow. No, it absolutely is exhausting. If you were here earlier for Chuck's first fight, he was absolutely unloading a flurry of blows every single, say, around 5 seconds. Doing this for prolonged periods of time is definitely a drain on your energy. But it's definitely a testament to all these fighters that we have tonight.
Come to the center. In 2 rounds. Chuck.
Yeah, 1 second. One second, shot. I'm gonna try to put it on slow mode real quick.
So,
Give me more!
observant people, what did you notice about that last fight? They hit you. That they did. What's that? They got tired towards the end, and they should. They're carrying a lot of armor. 65 to 85 pounds of gear they're wearing. Their cardio has to be top notch. And every time they swing, they're moving the weight of all their armor and the extra 10 pounds on each arm. Okay, so there's a lot of physical fitness needed to do this. And these guys are actually doing a great job of it. So, really proud of them. What you didn't notice is that Chuck is left-handed. Which is why both of their defense was screwed. Because they were not intersecting. Okay? So you've got to pay attention to who you're fighting. 1.5. Excellent. So, without further ado, Mike Lewis and Michael Johnson. What's Mike? Be very careful with this one. This could be very
Mike and
fast.
Mike! Hey, Mike!
Wow.
Come on!
And you can fucking feel that intensity from the crowd.
You're a fucking animal!
They already did it.
Alright, Nathan, I'm gonna give you a warning here. Just stop it with the emote spammer.
Yes! Come on, Mike, be first! Fuck him up! You can do it!
Just gonna give him a timeout, like for 10
Come on,
minutes.
Mike, it's now your
It's
chance.
been going on long enough.
Hey, this is not a stare down. Clock is ticking. Come on, buddy. Show me what you're made of. Come on, leave your balls on the table. I want to see blood.
And you're in the wrong place.
Hey, Brad, put the sound on.
Mike Lawrence takes around one.
Now he notices. Been too busy paying attention to the fight. Oh, sorry, not me.
So we've got no weight divisions actually in here. We only had 9 fighters to choose from, so
Show me what you got.
we kind of just rolled a kind of bracket system from there.
Deep breaths, Mike. Deep breaths.
Sully, I'd like to know how to sign up. Look up. Someone beat me to it.
Take him down.
Thank you, Musk.
There you go, Mike. There you go. Come on, Mike.
Yeah, but for this particular event, we have no weight classes at the moment. Well, look at this, we got people from all over the country.
Round 2 goes to Mike Johnson. Granted for the crotch shot.
Yeah, Sir Perk, they're definitely an exciting thing to witness, especially in person. I would definitely say if you ever get the chance to see one of these fights in person, I would definitely say to go do it.
Come on, shack him.
I don't think the video does enough justice to give you a sense of that atmosphere that you feel while you're here.
How about you? You having fun?
Not so much. This is nuts.
Fire it up. Spin it around. There you go.
Kick his ass.
I like your testicular fortitude.
All the puns.
All right.
Come on, Mike. Show what you made of.
I see both of them playing really conservatively. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sabantis. Hope I said that right.
Scissor.
And Jay's going to announce the winner. Oh, they're gonna hug it out first. You can definitely see that everyone here has respect for each other.
Rounds. Michael Johnson.
And Michael Johnson is gonna take it.
Attaboy, Frank the Tank. It's in those Michelob Ultras over there. Whatever you're having, I want to
One or two each other across the
Yeah, I mean, the community that we have here is very family-like. I mean, it definitely changes how... I would say their personality would probably change as soon as they put on the helmet. There's a bunch of terrifying people in armor that are actually really great in person. But at the end of the day, these people just love to fight, they love to do what they do, and then at the end of the day, they can just hug it out.
Ryan, you're missing Richie, aren't you?
Yeah, I really need Richie.
It's all right. We'll make sure we got someone doing that for you next time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar, I'm more of the behind the scenes, working on the computer.
I work for beer.
Nobody else wanted to help out with the commentating tonight, but I'll try to hold the ship.
Ken Fox. Vince Sabatino.
Coming back for redemption.
So this is Ken, and that's Vince.
Thank you. Go, Vince. You come on, Vince. You gotta redeem yourself. Come on, Ken. It's a pretty big cup right there, Ken. It's extra protection.
Great, kids here, all right?
I'm not staying. Hey.
Down, lay down.
Vince.
Thank you. It's definitely a jump from what I normally do. But I love interacting with you guys. I love trying to answer some of the questions. I'm always kind of in chat if I'm not talking. I'm usually the one running the account. With that said, let's get into our first round of the fight.
Vince! Kick his ass!
Use your weight, dude! Get on him! Get on him! He's first!
Dial down the center!
Great aggression here shown by Ken.
Vince! Come on, Vince, you need 3 more hits! 3 more hits, Vince!
Yeah, Sir Kurt, I kind of agree with that. I kind of like the ideas of this type of streaming on Twitch. It's definitely a niche market that not a lot of people go into.
Vince takes round one.
Oh,
Hey, don't get down, okay? Still another round. Let's do this.
come on, Vince, do it for
Thank you
Frankie!
for the follow, Dorsey.
He's counting on you!
It's actually a really interesting thing to stream.
That should be the commentator.
No, it definitely isn't an easy thing to do.
Water sucks.
I do stream a little bit on my side, but that's a different topic.
Fight!
I do just love
Come
it.
on, Vince! Shove it in his ass!
Oh my god. Cape, thank you for the follow as well.
Metal up your ass!
But yeah, I'm aware of the whole camera situation. The crowd stomping behind me totally just messed up with that, but once we get to the next tournament or hopefully the next events, I can try to get a better camera setup for you guys.
Come on!
I mean, they are definitely trying to get some hits in there, definitely trying to get some really nice contact.
Three more!
To me, it seemed like Ken has been a lot more on the aggressive side. Vince has seemed to be just taken back. He's trying to play a more conservative role, trying to land a hit where he's
Down low!
but for the most part playing defensively.
Get him in the torso! Come on, Vince, he's wearing a cummerbund!
This will be the deciding factor if we go to a round 3.
One break. Come on. Stay in the
Got
cage.
Jay running over to all the counters right now. It's a draw.
Come on, Vince!
Lulu, thank you for the follow.
Down low, Vince. You just needed one more hit. Height to your advantage.
We need an amateur night. Get this dude in there.
We need 2 sparks this time. Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Or is that the wind?
Start the music, it'll pump him up.
You're right.
Come on, Vince.
Prepare.
Maybe 2 minutes until you know he's
Zach, we are located in Nashua, New
down low,
Hampshire.
Vince.
Kevin,
Come on,
thank you for
no
the follow.
more run. There you go.
Ken doing a really good job of pushing through the corner.
Come on, Vince.
Connecting a pretty good amount of hits. Although you can definitely see the wear that both these fighters are feeling. This is the point where the gas tanks are really starting to show.
Go, Barry. Come on, Vince. This armor's made out of soda cans.
Well, with that being said, they are connecting a pretty good amount of hits each. It's a really nice connection there from Ken. Vince is really gonna put up that arm. They're gonna call time. Yeah, I mean, certainly, if you can get up here, we can definitely have other chapters come up here. I mean, for example, we do have. So for the debut of the 2019 Chapter Wars, we do have the Montreal Mastiffs coming down here. As well as I think we have the New York Sentinels and the New Haven Highlanders as well, all coming up or down respectively. Crowd is going wild for Vince right now. Thank you, Maudette. Yeah, no, we certainly have chapters all throughout the country. It looks like the gas tanks are really starting to show. It's not even enough energy to even hold up a defense.
I still love you, Vince.
I'll definitely suggest for those of you curious, if you look down below the video, there is a chapter map, which is essentially where all the chapters are located through an overlay on Google Maps. So definitely go try that out. Gamer, thank you for the follow. You'll get a point for getting a pretty much direct contact hit if you disarm them or if you knock them down. They'll all count for points. I mean, the sword hurts, or the sword hits definitely hurt. I mean, they are still wearing armor, but for those places that aren't as protected as others, you can definitely start to feel them. It all really depends on where you get hit, how you get hit. I mean, some of these people will definitely go home tomorrow with some bruises. I can definitely say that for sure. Yeah, sorry about the camera. There's nothing I can really do about it, unfortunately. The camera's located in a spot that the audience really influences it. So I'm sorry about the kind of shaky cam. There is a fix on the way though. Pixel, thank you for the follow. Yeah, punches are allowed, except they're not going to count for any points. So you can punch and kick, it's just not going to really do you anything.
Name is Chuck, and he likes playing the nightfall.
Oh, it definitely is. As soon as this crowd gets excited behind me, you'll see the freaking camera start to shake as if we had an earthquake.
Chuck, if you kick his ass, I'll buy you a beer.
We've got a few people in chat that have been pointing it out to people. I'm okay with repeating it a couple times, but if you guys definitely want to help out and just tell them why the camera's shaking as it is.
Chuck, think of that sword as a toothpick.
So Jaguar, this is a longsword tournament. We've got fighters in authentic real armor with blunted weapons, specifically long swords, and we're doing a bracket-based system off of it. Oh. We've been doing these fights for years, actually.
Come on, Chuck, you can't handle a tornado! Kick on! Get him! Chuck, he's waiting for you in the corner!
No, I do not currently fight at the moment. Thank you, though. Thank you for the question. I do eventually want to get into it. I've only recently watched the sport for 4 months now, but it's definitely been enough of a drug that I want to get into it.
Neo! Come on, get him!
point system is based off of how many contact hits you give, or you basically. 1 second.
Drop truck went across.
So the counters are counting how much hits each person takes. Whoever takes the least amount of hits or deals out the more amount of hits basically takes that round, and it's going to go a best of 3.
Oh, you got this, Chuck. Come on, Chuck, you can down.
And a real victor. You can definitely see that camera come into effect now. All right, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break here.
I'll make sure.
Have to work on getting that dragon. Alt, thank you for the follow. Demon, thank you for the follow. Love to see a lot of new faces in chat.
I mean, I'm assuming this is by 10. Yeah, if you don't mind.
Currently, we don't have anywhere to watch it else. I've been the only one who's been really live streaming it. I'm trying to get a better computer so I can try to bump this up to potentially even 4K in the future. Mr. Bionic and I Am Wild Goon, thank you guys for the follow. I'm trying my best to update the score at this end of the screen. Sometimes I won't be 100% like correct. YS Bear, thank you for the follow, but I am trying to do whatever I can to both commentate and run the stream because there's a lot of moving parts. No problem, Wild Goon. No problem, guys. I definitely want to make it seem like it's too much of a hassle. I mean, I definitely do care for this. I do want to make this as much of an enjoyable experience for you as it is. And I'm constantly working on it. If you saw our streams from just a couple months ago, it is absolutely nothing what it looks like right now. And Hatchetman, thank you for the follow. So for a little bit of a rundown on the most common weapons that we have here, usually you'll see stuff like arming swords, long swords, one-handed axes, two-handed axes, even sometimes mace. Yeah, you can use like arming swords and shields, bucklers, stuff like that. No hammers though. Vibefire, thank you for the follow. And then Ghost, thank you also for the follow. Oh, hello there. Someone from the Cincinnati Barbarians. No problem for the stream, my guy. I definitely love to get all this content up to you guys. It's been a goal of mine ever since I started doing it, and I would like to say January. So I only recently got introduced to this a couple months ago, so the second I did, I wanted to get it out to as many people as I could. League definitely deserves it. So usually the ref is breaking the action between the rounds. It's a best of 3. So they usually, as soon as the countdown hits, the end of the round, the refs are breaking up. They're also breaking it up if they're tying each other into a corner, something like that. That way you can't just stall the match like that. But that's only really the only times you'll see the ref breaking. Also, if there's an armor failure. Armor failure will also make the refs break up the fight, just for the safety of the fighters. I do not have that statistic. Looks like the wind just blew open our doors right there. Also, don't know what I'm gonna do too much in terms of getting you a beer when you're watching it from home. Unless I can get our medieval catapult out here, aim it out through the window, and just chuck you a beer that way. So this tournament's taking place in Nashville, New Hampshire.
As long as no one drops a
This
house.
is kind of our little hub for all the chapter events here. We've also got chapters throughout the country. A few other places that are similar to us that host events as well. You want to be launching the catapult? All right.
Caitlin was killed by
I
the
sh-
wind. It was the spirit of all the
Give it a few years. We might have a trebuchet or something like that. So the next fight that we're gonna
Our
have.
sponsor, Artisan Dice. Thank you very much. We have a great product. And if you're a gamer and you're looking for really special dice, those are the guys to contact. So Artisan Dice.
And there's Jay with the plug. So I'll throw that link to you guys in chat. Artisan Dice. We've got a lot of people here who love such games such as D&D and stuff like that. So getting some really high quality dice and stuff is definitely a priority. They do have some really nice stuff. I definitely say at least give them a shot. See what they have. What's wrong with the audio? I'll try to do my best to fix it. Although we're operating on one mic, so I can't really do too much about the background ambience. But I'll try to fix it as much as I can. I just need a little bit about what you're hearing, Dad. Try to mess with a few settings for you guys. Yeah, they do really make absolutely beautiful, stunning dice. Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to really hear the refs too much. We don't have them mic'd up or anything. I wish we had that kind of budget, honestly, but we can't sadly have an NFL-style budget. Although I wouldn't be against it. It is some sexy dice. Go check them out. Yeah, but sorry about the inability to hear the refs.
Hey, I've officially lost the magnet. Alright.
We need midget wrestling between the fights. Now that would be a show. I like your thinking. But do you think the midget wrestling should also be in armor? We're gonna have to get like little suits of armor for them. Yo, we should just bring the ACL to Vakken. If any of you know what Vakken is. One of the largest metal concerts in Germany. Let's just bring it out there. Oh, just sumo thongs. Okay, I see where you go with this. Yeah, Vakken open air. Someone else in chat knows. Now, wouldn't that be a sight? We need some like really good like medieval metal. It certainly would be awesome.
Frankie and I were sitting, I was like, whoa,
Oh yes, they are actually armored. Yep. Full, authentic suits of armor, wielding real weapons, although blunted. You're talking anywhere between, I'd say, 55 and 80 pounds of armor. Yeah, we don't play around here. Funkman, thank you for the follow. Is it legal? Yeah, it's legal.
Knock that rat right off his helmet.
This is our sport, practically. We have our own, like, safety regulations and stuff like that. No, this is not fencing. This absolute aggression coming out here from Brandon. Oh, wait, my bad, Chad.
That's how we do it.
I'm sorry, Chad. I had you on the wrong camera. My bad.
He's living up to the blue kicks.
Yeah, it absolutely is wild. And if you like this, we do have another tournament coming out in a few weeks. It's going to take place May 4th. And we're hoping to have a tournament like this at least once every month.
Round one, Brandon Ross.
So we're also playing to a best of 3. And for those of you curious, Brandon's on the far side of the camera, and then we got Chuck with the little red on the left side of his helmet on our side.
Now's your turn.
Chuck, show what you got.
Well, we've got a lot of love for Chuck here tonight. Mr. Bo, thank you for the follow. Oh, Mr. Bowser, my bad. Thank you for the follow. Caught myself there.
Come on, Chuck, knock those blue kicks off him. Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. Ownership, Chuck.
That's all good. Yeah, thank you. I caught my mistake. It's all good though.
There we go, Chuck. Come on, do it.
See, nothing but absolute aggression coming out here. We got Chuck, which this is his first night fighting against Brandon, a seasoned veteran of, I believe, 5 years. Right, we'll have Jay go around to the counters, see if this goes into a round 3.
Come on, Chuck, down the
Down
center.
the center. In 2 rounds, Brandon Ross.
And Brandon's gonna take that, best of 3. I practically am the Bard. Yeah. Chuck, though, put up a amazing fight. Amazing night for him. I'll try my best to try to point out which of the fighters is which. Chuck was the one with the red painting on the left side of his helmet, and Brandon was the one on the far side.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely good work from Chuck tonight. I was absolutely impressed, especially with this his first time in armor.
Stinky green cards.
you ready? Crowd, you ready?
Come on, show me some love.
Wyatt Sparrow, it can really range depending on the armor, but usually between 55 and 80 pounds.
Come on, Gavin.
Nothing to joke about. Got Gavin putting in work here, hitting him up against the corner.
Got him in the corner.
Keep going, Rick.
Though Ken's doing a really good job at blocking some of those shots, breaking out of the corner.
Keep going, Rick. Go, go, go.
Now we got the tables turning. We got Ken pushing him into the corner. Yep. We got some grappling techniques showing. And they're gonna break it up.
Come on, Rick.
Come on, baby.
Hey, Caitlin, can you check his right shoulder? Can you get back to it just looked like it was flopping to me.
How about a headbutt for your Uncle Sam?
Yeah, it just it looked
Definitely
like
is a good net out. Like that little pump. Nice word play.
Round one, Gavin Hool.
No, that'd be sheet now.
How's that?
This is absolutely insane. It's even more insane if you get to see these in person.
I want a headbutt.
Definitely would recommend doing so. It's absolutely necessary. You won't get the same feel that you do watching it through back on camera.
Hey!
Show me what you got. Bring it, Rick.
With that said, into round two.
Keep going, Rick. Hang in there, Rick. Come on, kid.
Give the people what they want. Yeah, baby.
Stay in the corner, Rick.
Loving the headbutts here coming up from Gavin. Although to answer the katana question, I have absolutely no idea. There is a book on the ACL website.
You know it.
If you follow that, there is some regulations for the weapons and armors and stuff like that.
You rock. Do it again.
But I believe as long as it's all authentic, I think, and
Come on, give me another
obviously
draw.
fits
What's
inside the
this again?
parameters, I don't think there's any other, unless I'm missing something in chat. This is pretty epic. Thank you for joining us. And Gavin is gonna take it.
Come on, Rick.
I love Arsenio Hall. Take this up now. Attaboy, Blue.
Blue, you're my boy.
Tank. Break the tank. Break the tank.
Chuck had your hands up the first time.
We ready? Oh, is that a new helmet?
You can sustain some pretty, I'd say a pretty wide range of injuries from doing this. Bruises are definitely not out of the question. Those are probably honestly common. We've had cases of
Come on, the real deal,
concussions and stuff like
Holyfield.
that.
Mars, you ready? Crowd, you ready?
Dyslexic, thank you for
Come
following.
on, show me what you got!
Yeah. No, it's definitely the crowd. Just listen to the energy. You can definitely see the correlation between that and the camera.
Come on! He's got nothing!
Well, thank you for the host, Dyslexic.
Come on, this is definitely going through some action!
Hit him with the block! Hit him with the block!
Yes, good morning. Thank you for the follow.
Come on, guys, stop fucking!
Big balls all the way!
Come on, Lord Hellman! Send your mom!
Yes, for this tournament, it is specifically Lawn Sword.
No souvenirs!
Round one, Mike Lewis.
Basically, the points are given to those that get a direct contact, not with the flat edge of the sword, but with the striking edge. So any clean hits like that is going to give you a point. If you manage to knock down your opponent, that's also a point. And if you also manage to disarm them. You can punch and kick, however, but they aren't going to give you any points for
Come
that.
on, Helmet!
We do thank you for the follow. And Elite, I think it's better if you see it for yourself.
That's my boy!
Got Michael waving to the crowd, waving to you guys.
Go! Let's do this!
Do it! He sent your mom with his army boots!
Do it, boys!
Yeah!
Chuck's been doing a really good job of just pushing Michael back to the wall, back to the corner. Just really restricting his movement from actually being able to attack. I'm gonna break it up here.
You can do it!
Fight!
No, the swords aren't blunted. They're not sharp.
All right!
They are real swords. They're real metal swords. It's just that they're blunted. So you can't cut with them. But you definitely will feel it. That's not out of the question.
In, bring it in, bring it in. In 2 rounds by 1 point, Mike Lewis.
We're gonna give it to Michael.
Another guy? Yeah!
Thank you for the follow, Elite. Means a lot.
There you go!
Gavin and Chuck.
Yeah!
I'd say we've hit the point where everyone's kind of reaching their gas tanks. I think they're really just grabbing hold of each other just to conserve as much energy as possible. Try to stop the other from attacking them because they probably can't hold up their defense for too much longer, would be my guess. Midnight, thank you for the follow. That means a lot. I know it's Chuck. Chuck. Which Chuck is it? Vallis. Good one?
Good one.
Alright, cool.
Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, and if you guys are enjoying this, we do have another one coming up soon. Another tournament, the Longsword Tournament, the bottom left of your screen. It's going to happen on May 4th. So definitely stick around. I'm hoping to get the camera situation fixed by then, so hopefully better experience for everyone. Bad Bane, thank you for the follow. Ooh, a Dire Drake, hello.
Yeah, he needs some air. I can't be in this cage
The winner of this place will be the last to make it to the Final Four.
You can do it! Let's
We have Twitch favorite Chuck. This being his first night fighting ever.
Come on, no pressure! Defeat the Black Knight! Gatorade!
Crowd's definitely been showing love for him though.
Got it?
Give that kid a power pack!
And
Oh, Thick, thank you for the follow.
Go get him!
And right now you're watching the Longsword
Come
Tournament.
on, go
People
for
in real armor
gold!
with real blunted weapons.
You don't want to be the first loser! Go get him!
Chuck's doing a really good job at preventing Gavin from getting a good angle to strike on him, while also landing a good amount of hits. I've been honestly very surprised with Chuck's performance, especially coming out here with no experience. But to say that he's doing good is an understatement, to say the least. He's been surprising me on that.
You got this, Joe! You got this! There you go! Solar plexus!
Yeah, we do have a small concession kind of stand here. Nothing too ultimately fancy, but we have it. Chuck and Nate.
Ring my bell. You got him, yeah. You can do it. I'll give you some magic potion. Come on, baby.
Chuck takes round one.
Come on, you can totally redeem yourself. You got it in the back, Chuck. Stop and shop.
One more, Chuck.
Stop and shop on strike, market basket. Show me what you got, Chucky boy.
Hope and Ween, thank you for the follow. And yeah, by this point, you can start to see people
In the bag.
starting to feel it.
Come on, Chuck, Express Island, buddy.
This is definitely nothing that's easy by any stretch of the imagination. These people are going out there with anywhere between 50, 80 pounds of armor, constantly trying to strike, dodge, and maneuver. It's definitely a tiring experience.
Chuck, 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 Chuck. Keep it up high. There you go.
Oh, nice pommel strike from Chuck.
Cut the corner, cut the corner. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Keep it up top. Keep it up top. There you go. Up top. Keep it up top. Don't worry about that. Up top.
Gavin, definitely not a stranger to the headbutt. Definitely put those in there where he sees fits. Fang, you're basically watching night fighting.
I like those headbutts.
We're practically as close as you can get to it.
Damage control.
Oh yeah, they definitely are tired. And Shock takes the victory. Are we good now? I think we're good. Sorry about that if you guys heard anything weird. I think the sound just cut out and went all wonky for a second, but I think I fixed it. Just any confirmation. I think I got the audio back up and running. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. I think my I think the Focusrite just started to bug out there.
Brandon Ross will be fighting Chuck Goodwin. Right? Is that how that goes? Chuck. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I take that back. Brandon Ross will be fighting Mike Lewich. Michael Johnson will be fighting Chuck Goodwin.
All right.
I'm loving all the support here for Chuck. Definitely a lot of Chuck fans out here tonight. And he's definitely not disappointing.
This determines who goes to the medals, and then you have your medal rounds.
So how you guys in chat doing? Got a little bit of a break here, so try to answer any questions I see. So Kathy, we are in Nashua, New Hampshire, although we have chapters all throughout the country and even some internationally. Also, the suits aren't provided. The fighters usually buy their own kits or make them, even in some cases. Thank you, Jeremiah, for that. She just stole the words out of my mouth. But there's a few armorers that people even go to get their kits made. Zombie, thank you for the host. It's okay, all the refs have at least 10 dodge, so.
See a little black magnet?
What?
You see a little black magnet that's about that big?
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Oh, Stream Elements really late with that notification, but Zombie, thank you for the host again. Oh, actually, that was for a follow. Thank you, Zombie, for the follow. My bad. Yeah, for a kid, I've heard you usually look anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000, but I've seen a lot of people saying that they can get theirs for a little bit less than that, so 2,700 is definitely within the cheaper. Oh, I really don't want to mispronounce the name, but Chris? I'll go by Chris for now. Hopefully I'm not butchering it. Thank you for the follow. It's not it. We're just in a little break period right now. Might only be a few minutes right now, but we'll get to some of the final rounds coming up. Nothing I can do about the cam also as well. I'm sorry about it. Where it's positioned right now, the crowd is directly behind me and they influence the movement of the camera a lot. And Beast Mode, thank you for the follow. I am trying to get a fix for the camera. It's only just going to be a little bit until we can get it implemented. But for now, there's really nothing I can do about it. I kind of did the best I could do, at least, with the positioning. Oh, Vampora, thank you for the follow. You guys have been absolutely killing it tonight with all your love and support. Actually, we just hit 250 followers as well, so thank you guys so much. Tasty, thank you for the follow. I do not believe we have a donation at the moment. And then Bad Bang, where we're located, this is actually a school for armor fighting. So we host a lot of classes here where people learn how to use their weapons, be it a sword, axe, or whatever, and stuff like that. So on top of all the events that we do, this is also a school where people come to learn it. And then the scores are based off of how many contact hits they receive and give, I guess. So you basically just want to be hit as few times as possible and deal out as much as you can. And then from there, whoever has the most hits on the other person wins that round. And it'll be a best of 3. I'm glad that you guys are all enjoying it. It's definitely more to come soon in the near future. We have a lot of events planned. I think for June we have a really busy schedule. So we'll be getting these out a lot quicker for you guys. You guys can come up to a lot more of the events. Yeah, there's teams. There's actually what we call them chapters. And they consist of a number of people. If you actually want to take a look at it, we have a chapter map, which is basically just a overlay for Google Maps that tells you where the chapters are from. And you can look at that at the chapter map little icon below the video. Thank you for the follow, SM Seth. How's it going? What? That's our views, yeah.
Okay. Is that card views or?
Current views are that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I could turn up the mic for you. One sec. Yeah, but at the current moment, I do not believe there's an option to donate at the current moment. Hopefully sometime in the future we can get some kind of donation if you're so inclined, but just the thought of it is even grateful enough. So the chapters aren't trying to define politically, or maybe would interpret as politically. Because we have chapter wars throughout the season. We're kind of in the off season. It's gonna start picking up, I believe, in June again. Yeah, I'm aware that people often donate on Twitch. I just don't have the, I didn't set up any donations yet for Twitch. I'll try to see if that's something I can get going, hopefully soon. It's definitely not required, but any donation is greatly appreciated by me and everyone else here, I guess, at the ACL. But back to the chapters. For the chapter wars, we have multiple. Yeah, June 1st is the new season. We're gonna have chapters from all over the country. They're gonna fight, and it's basically. like a season like you'd see in other sports.
I was, but I was the only
I didn't mean to define politically. I was just trying to figure out what you meant by that.
well, in my opinion, it'd be easier for you
I was trying to interpret it as something other than obviously what politically would mean. I was trying to figure out what that would mean in the terms of the chapters themselves, I guess. But we'll have the new season coming up soon.
gotta pick up what is it you're gonna do instead of because it really is just a habit. You just pick up a different habit.
Oh yeah. No, this entire sport, this entire community has always been a family.
Habit became running. That's not a bad one.
And definitely attests to the fact that everyone here is definitely for helping each other.
I'm bad at it.
Everyone here has each other's backs. It's one of the best parts about this community. I've only been in it for, say, 4 months now, but I can definitely tell that people here absolutely care.
Here we go.
With that said, we're going to get back to the fighting. Got Brandon Ross versus Michael Lewich.
He's already on my side. Come and get her.
Got it? Tiger, you ready? Fight!
Let's get into the round.
You can do it!
I don't think it's a minimum weight requirement. I mean, you definitely have to account for the weight of armor, but
Come on, come on!
you definitely want to have enough to be able to support that extra armor on you.
Don't be afraid! Really? Really?
Yeah, so it's an age requirement.
Come on, give me some rebounds! 10 seconds.
Yeah, actually, that'd be really interesting. If you're actually from the ACL, still a little shout out. Just give a little bit about what chapter you're on if you're in one.
Boy, Kevin!
Hell yeah, Smoking Dragons. I know I saw some other chapters in here earlier. Represent yourself, guys. Cincinnati Barbarians, Steel Legion. Love to see you guys all throughout the country. Showing up with your support definitely means a lot.
Round one goes a draw.
Rapid fire, baby!
Get those points in.
Come on, don't show me what you got. Come on, baby. Headbutt. That'll work. Headbutt can make the difference.
Oh, I didn't even realize, Cat, you're not even modded. Hold on, Cat. Let me fix that for you.
Go in aggressive.
Fight!
One sec. We'll get that fixed in a second.
There's a point.
Crowd goes wild from that.
You approve?
Fight!
So small little intermission here between the rounds. Then we'll get going to round 3.
Come on, show 'em what you get.
Round 1 was a 0-1. Mike has to win this round to continue the tournament to round 4.
It's a point fight!
Get some, Mike!
Yes!
Turn around.
Mikey!
Fight!
All right, here we go.
Go, Mike, go hard, kid. Come on.
Oh, we do have squires. Usually, though, they don't really have the time to take off the helmet and put it back on just to get a drink. JV, thank you for the follow. Brandon out here with absolute aggression. No holds barred. Absolute relentless strike, one after the other. See our cameras falling a little bit. Oh! There you guys go. Fix the camera a little bit, it's been dropping down.
Good job, Mike. Good job. 2 in the hands worth 1 in the bush.
Bring it in. In 3 rounds in a very spirited match, Brendan Ross.
A little monk stick there, as you like to put it. That's mainly just so the referees can break up the fighters without having to get necessarily right into the action itself. Keeps them a little bit farther away from the danger, puts them in a safer spot, but they also have the control to then break up the fights.
Michael Johnson, Chuck Goodwin. Clear it, clear it, clear it.
Go. Hey, Chuck, you look tired.
Yeah, no problem.
Good? Fighters, you ready? Counters, are you ready? No, they're not, because I haven't gone.
Oh yeah,
You,
that's how you can tell them apart.
Let's go,
Oh, then Michael Johnson rocking the tabard. And then Chuck Goodwin rocking the far corner with the left decals on his helmet.
I think we're ready.
fight!
Get him, Chuck. Take it to him.
Hell yeah. All the Chucks in chat. Loving all the support.
Get this point! Come on, Mikey! Come on, Chuck! Come on, Chuck!
Pretty good round from both the fighters. Both of them landing some pretty good contact hits. can we take a round? I mean, to answer that ghost, I don't think nobody ever wants to do that to somebody here.
How y'all doing?
Come on, man. You wouldn't want to go for the groin here. And here we go.
Come on, Chuck, use those angles! No one's even watching. Come on, water boy him! Come on, Chuck, use those angles!
No, it's all good. I know a lot of people are new to this. Twitch hasn't really seen anything like this, so. Oh, hell yeah, Chuck Army. I like that hashtag. Let's get that hashtag going around. Where's our Chuck love? That is correct. There's some more Chuck armies going around.
Bring it in.
Gonna need to make an emote of that. Oh, look at all those Chuck armies.
Michael Johnson.
And Michael Johnson's gonna take it.
I do want to say something, though. This is Chuck's very first fight.
Okay. I think you have to give it to Chuck here. Just listen to the crowd. Absolutely nothing but love coming from the audience.
The suspense is killing me!
But
I'd love to give him 10.
Addicted, I'd love to make it steadier. It's on the to-do list after this event. I'm gonna try to get a better way to make the camera more stable. It's just that the audience is right next to it, so. I believe he ended in bronze. Yes, I believe that would be bronze that he just entered. Could be mistaken. Yeah, but what I was gonna say, definitely nothing but love shown to Chuck tonight. It's his first fight, especially going up against someone like Michael Johnson, who has 4 medals, silver medals for long swordsman. So, oh, what is that emote?
June, what's the date on that one?
Say that again?
But it's definitely apparent who the crowd favorite
The
is.
June event is June 1st.
Thank you.
Those tickets will go up probably late tonight.
All right.
So in the middle of the night.
There you go. You guys heard it from Jay first. We got our June event. And I guess they're going up later tonight. So if you guys definitely are in the New Hampshire area, located in Nashville, New Hampshire, we're going to have those tickets, I guess, going up later tonight. If not, you know, you guys will always be able to catch it up on here and stream. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure if it was a brand new sword or if he had to borrow somebody else's. I know we have a lot of fans that are not from around the area. It's okay though, we'll always be streaming it. So if you can't make it in person, you can at least still see the combat here on Twitch. Do I do these events? Personally, I don't. Not yet. I've only recently got into the, even spectating the sport from this January. So I haven't been here very long, much at all. Although I've absolutely fell in love with it from the night I was here from Rookie Rumble, which is my first event I ever went to. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely love doing the streaming for you guys. I know there's definitely a crowd of people you can't make it and definitely want to see it. Greetings from Denmark. Hello. There's somebody from over the seas. How you doing? Greetings from Asgard. Absolutely love that. Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked that you guys are loving it. Like I said, we're gonna have a few changes coming up. I want to get us a better camera setup. That's been talked about a while around here, so it'll only be a matter of time until we can get that to happen. Because, you know, it's gonna make it so much better once you guys can clearly see the action going on, getting that more, just a better definition in general. Thank you guys. Canadian land. Yeah. Thank you though, guys. Appreciating it. I mean, there's not really anything that we can mount it to at the moment, that because we've got a really short cable to work with. So I kind of have it just set up to the post where the audience is. Thank you guys. Yeah. I definitely want to get a better camera setup though. It's been on my list anyway. No problem for the commentary. You guys have been awesome. I love you guys. And Chuck's gonna have his back-to-back match against Michael Leach. Okay. So an update on this. This will be the fight for the bronze. You guys are amazing. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, we're definitely working on the sub goal right now. We're already, I believe, we're pretty close to getting the affiliation status. We're gonna try to go for that partnership status.
Come on, Chuck. We're all rooting for you. Come on, Chuck.
And let's see some Chuck armies in chat. Crowd favorite Chuck. There it is. Nope, lost our music there for a second. There it is. Chuck has been absolutely killing it. It's been quite a friggin' debut from him, or debut.
Come on, Chuck, finish strong! Finish strong!
He's absolutely.
Round one, Mike Lewis.
Like Lewis gonna take that around.
You got this, Chuck. Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
If the head's not there, go for the body, dude.
The suspense is killing me.
But
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
I think this night though is really proven what Chuck's got though. He's going against someone who has tons of experience, and this is only his first night fighting.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm like,
Absolutely proving himself on the list.
up high, Chuck. Keep it up high. Defense. Keep it up. Take it, Chuck.
Oh, dude.
You got this.
There's people of all sizes and weight that do this. I don't think 5'11" is anywhere near low enough to compete. Chuck Michael, oh my god.
Chuck! He's on his knees, Chuck! He's on his knees!
Ready for the fellatio.
Yeah, exactly, Wolf. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot even smaller guys, even within the league. You can definitely find a spot, regardless of your build.
Mike Lewis.
So Michael Lewis is gonna walk away with a bronze.
And this brings us to the gold medal round.
Oh, actually, competing for
Michael Johnson and
now we're going to the gold. So Michael Lewis will walk out with a bronze. My bad.
I got the Lion King here.
last match of the night.
Yep, that's
All right, guys, here we go with the final match of the night. This is gonna end up on who's gonna get gold, who's gonna take it all. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal tonight, and thank you guys for all of you who have stayed.
the gold medal rounds. Let's do this, boys!
We've had a lot of activity in chat. I've loved it. You guys have been amazing.
Come on, Lion King, kick his ass!
You also gotta love the audience behind me. If that doesn't add to the immersion, I don't know what will.
Come on, winter is here,
Swing and a miss.
Showing butter.
Bada, 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 bada. Swing. Get out of here, timers. Get out of here.
Good rush down by Brandon.
Get your revenge.
Mike the Royal J. I love these hashtags you guys are
Come
coming
on,
up with.
destroy him.
Also, Ghost, I'm glad that you're a new fan of the sport.
Thundercats, Thundercats,
It's
Thundercats.
extremely addictive once you start watching it. I'm gonna wait back to here to see who took the round.
Point, Michael Johnson.
Close match.
Aye, the captain. Captain, captain.
I just have the chat, or I should have the audience talking for me at this point.
Kick his ass.
The captain, I'm the captain.
You don't want to go home the first loser.
Hey, hey, hey.
Whoa there, whoa there, hold
Whoa, cowboy, you're a little out of line there.
Fight!
Come on, Lion King, kick his ass. Oh, yeah.
Quick hit in there from Michael. You definitely saw that both these fighters trying to take their time, trying to take their best moments to get a hit in. But Brennan must definitely feel the pressure. He's down one round. And if he doesn't stay in on this round, this could be it.
Swing, bada, swing.
Hakuna Matata.
Brandon pushed him into the corner. Gonna drop him. Oh, and they're both down.
Gotta pay him first.
I believe Brandon will be getting that point. He was in the dominant position. And Mike is getting this crowd entirely fired up.
It's wearing my family's colors here. No, the lion. Scottish.
This is definitely a match
Clemens.
that will
It's a
not
dragon
disappoint.
under my Clemens.
You got two amazing knights, two amazing fighters. Both here aiming for gold.
You call it what you call it, I call it what I call it.
Bring it in!
Oh,
Your winner in 2 rounds, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson's gonna take gold. So that means Michael Johnson's gonna walk in here with gold, Brandon with silver, and Michael Lewis with bronze. But regardless, everyone tonight, everyone here tonight put up hell of a fucking fight. I think that is probably the best that we could ask for everybody, is we have all the fighters walking out here.
Everybody, take a bow to the crowd.
All the Knights gonna welcome you guys.
Tickets are still available for May the 4th.
Can I interview Chuck? I'll try to see if I can.
All right. On that ado, good night, everybody. Thank you. Everybody.
All right, let me see if I can get Chuck over here. Liz, Can you get Chuck for me? Good one. Yeah.
Chuck!
Twitch chat wants to talk to you. Twitch chat wants to talk to you. Yeah. All right, getting Chuck over here. What do you guys want to hear from Chuck? More than welcome to introduce yourself.
Hey everybody! Thanks for watching!
See if I can get this mic a little bit closer to him. All right.
Hey everyone, thank you very much for watching this fight tonight.
You had a lot of fans tonight.
I appreciate
Everyone
it.
was
I really
everyone was
appreciate it.
chanting your name in chat.
This is my first time out here, first time in Armor. Anyone who's thinking of doing it, come try it. If you're in the Nashua area, come on by. Got to introduce you to Jay and everyone. It's the most welcoming community I've ever been a part of. And this is the most fun I've ever had in any sport I've ever done. So I cannot thank you guys more for watching and Knights Hall for putting this on tonight.
You put up hell of a fucking fight tonight.
Thank you.
You impressed the hell out
It
of
was
me.
hard. I had no idea you did this many fights.
Nah,
I
you
had
did
no
it phenomenal.
idea I'd be able to do it this well. So
Yeah.
it was a true test. So thank you, everyone.
All right, take it easy, man. No problem. Amazing job tonight. All right, guys. And on that note, I'm gonna end this stream. I appreciate all the follows. I appreciate all the support. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal tonight. Like I said earlier, we have another longsword tournament coming up in a few weeks, May 5th, or May 4th, my bad. So mark that down. We're gonna have another tournament for you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys there. So all that aside, good night, everyone, and thank you for stopping by. No problem, guys. Love you guys. See you in a few weeks.